What's up, everybody? It's Stan Grubb for Corner to Corner Wrestling Radio and the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Hey, join us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the triple threat of wrestling radio goes live every week, giving you their thoughts and opinions on the world of professional wrestling. Myself, Brian, and Rob, all live, all here for you. And as my good friend Rob would say, from corner to corner and pillar to post, we bring it to you every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. BeyondRingside.com and ProWrestlingRadio.net.
What's going on, everybody? It's Sunday night. Corner to Corner time is upon you, and we are live for WWE's Fastlane Monday Night Raw's pay-per-view, the last one before Wrestlemania, which is now 28 days away. Hope everybody's doing well, and hope you've had a great week. My name is Stan Grubb, and as always, the triple threat is indeed complete. Got the Doctor of Desire standing here at Brian Taylor. What's up, dude?
Well, I'm not standing. Well, I'm here.
Seated comfortably.
Seated comfortably. Mm-hmm.
And
Rob, that, Mr. Pritchard.
Rob Hefner he is present. Robert,
what do you want?
And of course, we are joined by the one and only, the Magic City Motor Mouth, or Motor City Machine Gun, however you like to refer to him. Fast Eddie Lane. What's up, Eddie?
Two things. Number one, Texas de Brazil. God love that place. Number two, congratulations to the Hardys.
Yeah, that's
it.
That's the news.
He went there first, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He went there first.
Jumped right in.
I cannot believe that.
You could say, feasibly, that the Young Bucks or the Bucks of Youth were to leave. You could say.
I'm going home. I'm not going to sit here and let y'all besmirch the good name
we're
of the Jacksons.
conflicted.
No, y'all are conflicted. I'm sticking to Jackson.
Aren't you conflicted? You like
Afflicted or conflicted?
No,
both.
I think the way it works is I'm for the Jacksons, he's for the Hardys, and you're kind of in the middle.
I'm conflicted. I don't mind.
I'm torn.
You're for the Hardys. I'm the one in the middle.
I mean, I even got a like from the Jacksons' mom on something. How can I turn against them?
Hey, how can you not root for the Young Bucks if their mom likes you?
That's what I'm saying.
That doesn't
You
make
get mom's
sense.
stamp of approval. That's one step.
That's what I'm saying. I could be invited
Your
to
last
dinner.
name should be Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, damn it.
I may have to change that on Monday.
It's Jackson 5.
I would be known as BC Jackson. What's
so,
BC for? Bullet Club.
So there's more news. TNA is no more.
Wait. No. He hit Ring of Honor, so let's cover the other one.
All right, fine.
So Bully Ray shows up.
Bully Ray.
To help fish out against the Bullet Club.
Yes.
And he says he's not here for the money.
Nope.
But he's here in ROH.
He wants to fight.
And he wants to fight.
Before he retires.
So ROH snags another free agent off the market.
Huge free agent signing.
Huge free agent.
I mean, Bully Ray has potential to be world champion. He can have great matches with either one of the Briscoes, with Adam Cole, baby, with Kyle.
I'll do it. Brian's not in the room right now.
I mean, he's already wrestled with Jay Lethal before, so I think he would have a good matchup with Lethal. It's a good fit for him. It's a good way to end out his career if that's how he wants to do it.
It's also the level of veteran that ROH doesn't have right now.
That is true.
You know, like, they have the guys who've been in ROH, and there are ROH prospects and projects.
Right.
But one thing they do lack is that veteran of...
Like a locker room leader.
You're right. Yeah. The traveling veteran, that's how they say it.
Yeah, because I would think you have Lethal, Daniels, and Kazarian...
Yeah.
Or traveled, well-traveled.
They're probably the most veteran people on that roster.
And then even the Briscoes are pretty much homegrown. Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling we'll see Bully Ray turn
and go BC
and be part of the Bully
Ray.
Club. Wouldn't stop me at all. Would definitely buy into that. You're getting close. Oh, you just missed it. I'm so sorry. then, of course, with the Hardys now signed on. Now, here's the story, and this is where people are starting to get a little bit confused. The story with the Hardys, and of course, if you're watching Fastlane right now, it's Cesaro and Jinder Mahal.
So we can take a break from the
Jinder Mahal, built like a brick out of Mahal.
Right. Him and Ryback are sharing supplements, quote unquote. If you can't see the air quotes, I said supplements. But anyway, the reporter,
maybe their name hadn't come up on the list.
Jericho's list?
Yeah. Cesaro's like, I've drug tested every damn month.
Well, they keep taping his shoulder. I mean, hiding injection sites? I mean, who knows?
They should have, as I said this, you brought up the tape. When did WWE Shop going to bring out Cesaro tape? You know, they should bring out, like, tape with his name on it.
The moment they can stop kids from putting that tape on their faces.
Just like the Finn Balor mask sitting on ringside?
Yeah.
You pay how much for your seat and you're going to wear a Finn Balor mask?
Hey, I mean, got to give the guy credit. It takes guts to be that sitting there on camera the entire time to be Finn Balor.
Guts,
what if it turns out that that's actually Finn Balor?
Well, how stupid would you feel?
I mean, we would look pretty dumb.
The guy sitting beside you is actually Finn Balor.
The guy at ringside would be like, oh my God.
You know, the guy sitting there the whole time with his 8th beer, he's like, man, you really you do a good job with your makeup, man. Like, you
look phenomenal.
Like, man, because, like, that is a robe. You know, like, if you look.
I mean, he is. It's not a mask. I think he might be painted up. That would be cool.
The bottom, I think, is painted. The top is a mask.
Wait, Cesaro's going to do the 619. That's dumb. It's dumb. So, okay, let's get back to the Hardys here. The report on the Hardys is the signing that they've done for Ring of Honor is full-time, but through the 1st of April. That's the report. By the way, Wrestlemania is on the 2nd of April. It is feasible, even if they were working Ring of Honor in a full-time deal, it is feasible that the Hardys would work for both.
Okay.
Triple H has no fear of Ring of Honor, no problem working with Ring of Honor, as he's already proven.
Right.
And plus, I mean, it's the Hardys. You're not going to get them to a very exclusive deal without dropping some serious cash. Ring of Honor doesn't have that deep pockets.
Well, I think the reason they won last night was so there would be a slight feud,
right,
leading to April 1st when the Young Bucks will more than likely win it back,
right?
Because I think it's just a way to highlight the Hardys one last time in a good feud before WrestleMania,
right?
And I say there's a surprise appearance.
There's Rusev on the outside. Seems kind of weird, this whole feud between him and Jinder Mahal. I mean, nobody really cares about Jinder.
Gentlemen.
Ooh, Uppercut of Doom takes another victim. Wow.
Real quick, did you happen to see the video that was uploaded by numerous sources, including an ROH staffer inside the barricade, where the Hardys where Matt actually did discuss their upcoming appearances this Friday night with the iPay-per-view, Saturday night for the television tapings, and they did say they would be with the company on April 1st in Lakeland. Did you catch any more of that?
That was the only thing that I had seen, but, according to our favorite reporter, Smeltzer, that's the only thing he confirmed, although he's the one saying that they won't go to WWE. He's been right so many times before, just this past year. I mean, how can we argue?
Look at his Hall of Fame picks.
Yeah, I mean, guys definitely clearly got it on lock.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, exactly. Not so much.
No, not really.
So much. I mean, I give the guy respect for what he did in the past, but 97 is come and gone. It's not happening again.
Yeah,
if I hear one more person tell me how New Japan is the end all be all of all wrestling, I'm gonna start puking live on the air.
Well, I mean, it is pretty damn good.
It's great, but it's not the only wrestling product in the world, and it's certainly not the one for the measuring stick or the stick.
I would use it for a measuring stick.
Wow, the Big Show and Rusev. So Rusev should beat the Big Show. This should not be a problem.
Hold up on that.
What?
Hold up on that.
I'm holding.
Reason
holding, sir. Getting ugly.
Reason why I say
his
that
speed
is
must be faster than ours.
that too. But still, remember they're still trying to find a way to put together the Big Show Shaquille O'Neal match for Mania, even though Big Show on his personal social media has blamed Shaquille for the match allegedly falling through.
Well, yeah, he's apparently stating that Shaquille O'Neal can't lose the weight and can't get in shape for it.
Well, I think even Shaq has now come out and said it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it could all be a work. I mean, they could be just trying to work the media, work fans, but...
Why? Nobody cares.
That's just it. I don't see anybody really losing sleep if it happens or not. Except, up-and-coming wrestlers that really could use an actual shot being on WrestleMania. But what do we know?
Yeah, some kind of push.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing the Big Show go out, in a positive way, but he definitely doesn't have to be getting in there with Shaquille O'Neal. No reason for it. There's no point to it. And supposedly this is supposed to be his last Mania. Which is kind of odd, being he looks like he's in the best shape of his life, and this is supposed to be his last year.
Yeah, but again, the problem is, look at what he's been carrying.
Blend together.
Yeah, I mean his legs probably are in poor shape. His back, I mean, one only wonders. But I mean, look at him. He's chiseled. Looks great.
All right, so should we move to TNA next?
So formerly known as TNA.
Right,
TNA Total Nonstop Action is no longer. So, if you do not want to hear spoilers for the tapings, one, you're silly because we're talking about Impact here.
And I think the product is about to improve. So you should at least give the first month or so a shot.
I would at least tune in just to see what they do and see how it plays off with the crowd. That's my interest, is I want to see the crowd reaction to some of the things that have happened. But I'll give you fair warning. We're going to discuss spoilers full on. If you don't want to know,
give people a timetable about how long can they tune out for before they tune back in and you're done with the spoilers.
We'll do about 5-10 minutes of it, and then we'll head back into it.
Well,
just
folks,
give us till the end of Big Show and Russo.
Well, folks, we'll see you next week on Corner to Corner. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Eddie did not want to know.
No, put it this way. It's like, y'all say 10 minutes. It's like, okay, 6 weeks later.
We are not that long-winded.
Hey, we resemble that comment. Thank you.
Kind of like.
But it should be noted that this is for tapings that are going to air March 16th.
Right. Starting March 16th going forward. So we're not talking in the really far out future, although they did, yet again, 6 different shows. I mean, how do you not expect spoilers to get out there? Tape 1 week, tape maybe 2.
But we're on this week. The Triple Threat is on the Impact Zone this week.
We are on television. We rock.
Yeah, but look, let me say this. When they
were there in the ring, market.
When they had a certain moment take place focusing around the TNA Championship, word was out on the internet within 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm them, I employ every bit of Russian technology available to jam cell signal in smartphones. I mean, hey, it worked for the election.
There's a very legal way that you can actually install like a signal jammer in a building. Yes. It can be done. My damn workplace does it. Not very cool. So here's the deal. We gave you fair warning. We've blabbered on here for a few. By this point, you're hearing you want to hear.
Consider what I do blabber.
Okay, maybe I do. What I do. Nah. You know that. Rob has now sat back in protest.
You've given them a timetable.
Right. So here we go. First and foremost, Impact Wrestling is what it will be known as from here forward. Bruce Pritchard returning and seemingly in a authoritative kind of role on screen. Karen Jarrett on screen in an authority angle of sorts. Yeah. Jeff Jarrett and Dutch Mantell in the backstage area are behind creative. Dutch Mantell is an on-screen persona, but I don't know the full details of it. So that's background. Tag Team Championships, we'll talk about that first. They do not discuss the Hardys in a negative manner, but they do basically vacate the TNA tag titles, and they set up a Was it a Fatal 4-Way or a tournament? It was a tournament.
It's a tournament.
A tournament for the Tag Team Championships. Where a returning, and this is kind of cool, returning LAX comes back to Impact.
But it's Homicide. I think it's Angel Rose, if I read that right.
Angel Ortiz.
Yeah, I thought it said Rose, but maybe Ortiz. So it's a female.
Right.
And I think originally they had a female. I'm not positive.
They
I think
did.
at one time they did.
They did.
The mouthpiece is Conan, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
We haven't seen that Bato in a while.
Olale! Arriba la raza!
And then 2 other members that I've yet to figure their names out. Apparently they've been signed from ROH.
Yeah, and it's not Homicide.
No, Homicide.
Was Homicide there?
No.
No, it's not Homicide, and it's not Hernandez.
No, it is Homicide. Homicide is the main.
All right, now I got to pull them back up. I got to pull the spoilers up because, I
don't know why you doubt me.
No, I just want to.
It sounds like TNA.
Just look at the message I sent you.
It's like TNA brought in Jeff Jarrett and then said, "Jeff, bring in who you think will make us money."
Yeah, Rhino Scum.
Okay. Who do we get rid of?
Yeah. And then what Eddie was alluding to, the big news for the TNA World Championship, Impact World Championship. Lashley basically comes out, I've beaten everybody, there's nobody left, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, whatever.
And out comes, some of you are surprised, some of you aren't, Alberto Del Patron. Thank you, Eddie, that was my reaction. Who apparently beats Bobby Lashley with some degree of shenanigans, wins the title. The next set of spoilers, first thing that happens, in true Impact, quote, TNA fashion, gives the title back because of the shenanigans. If you're going to make a change, make a change. Don't half-ass it. That's what I would tell.
What's up, Alberto Del Rio? Like, he wins the title everywhere he goes, and he shows up, and then he screws up and loses it.
Okay, let's see. They
give. And then supposedly, one Miss Page.
Yeah, she was
also backstage.
Hold on.
You know how Impact is going to put her on screen. They'll do it because they're not afraid of anything. Jarrett certainly isn't.
Right.
And I wouldn't blame Dutch Mantel if he did it either. They both got kind of something to prove. You'll notice that a lot of the reports, and again, we're not going result for result here, but you'll notice a lot of the reports are going to be listing a lot of Global Force Wrestling roster members.
Mm-hmm.
Because, let's face it, Jeff Jarrett's going to take his team and he's going to put them in place.
Yeah, he promised him a paycheck 2 years ago.
Right. He can't keep selling gold bars.
Reno Scum. I don't think they were in TNA before.
No, if you're familiar with Reno Scum, most likely you're familiar with them from the Territory League, which wasn't that based out of Vegas, Eddie?
Which one?
Well, I think it was Paragon.
That Paragon's based out of Vegas. They did all their tapings at Sam's Town.
Yeah, Paragon's based out of Vegas. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because the Territory League had Fatu, had Gangrel.
Look at that pimple.
That's California. Territory League was California, Nevada. But not much in Vegas.
Look at that pimple on his cheek. That is monstrous.
So that's where I'm familiar from Reno Scum from. That and Paragon, because they were there as well. And I think they were in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
I don't remember them being from that. I remember them from Paragon.
So, you're going to see a lot of interaction with them. Rachel Ellering has a, the Big Show beats Rusev.
Mm-hmm. Saw that coming.
What?
Yeah. She has a...
Rusev sucka. Rusev.
She has a match where she loses, but it'll be shown on one of the future one-night-only pay-per-views.
Right, and...
Angelina Love is back.
Right.
ODB is back.
Right. So, there's some positive changes going on there that could be entertaining. Hey, speaking of positive, when it comes to Impact, I did watch the matchup between Lashley and Josh Barnett. Actually, it wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, in true Impact fashion, you get to the ending and it's like, come on, guys, you can't figure out what you want to do.
Right.
But at the same point, I thought the matchup was actually pretty good.
Garza Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And
the Laredo kid.
Yeah, they're in that tag team tournament.
Yep.
So
James Storm apparently and the DCC have split. James Storm is back to the Cowboy character. I don't know all the details of that. Again, I've read the results and I've read the spoilers, but I am getting to the point when it comes to Impact where I'm kind of over the whole spoilers bit, and I just want to see it play out.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good thing, by the way, because a lot of fans have given up just from reading spoilers. So maybe they're turning it around.
Yeah.
Stop recording 5 months of shows.
That's my only wish.
I think on the 16th will probably be my Impact show that I've watched without fast forwarding through the whole thing.
The Josh Matthews Twitter thing apparently is a work, or they've turned it into a work, because you now got him and Jeremy Borash in this mini feud, and they will have a 4 versus 4 tag matchup to decide if either Jeremy Borash or Josh Matthews is at the broadcast table. The spoilers that I saw just this morning had Matt Morgan returning to Impact, which is a good thing. Glad to see him back. And Chris Masters, now known as Chris Adonis. So those are 2 positives. I mean, they could be good.
No, I mean, Sandow, is that character done? The Liberace, like...
You know what? I didn't see his name listed in any of the results. I didn't see Aaron Rex listed at all.
I mean, I like...
Well, didn't... what's his name? Galloway, isn't he going as well?
Drew Galloway is gone. They couldn't get him the money.
To the Impact Zone.
Bully Ray apparently had been contacted, but they couldn't get the money right. Probably Bully Ray said to himself, been a good while since I actually had a check go through. I think I'll work for somebody that pays me in other things aside from hot dogs.
Thank you.
Well, the other,
fast passes.
Right.
the other thing too, I think,
this guy's probably tired of being in that damn park.
I think about
the Harry Potter road you need to go.
I think the thing about Bully is he's smart enough to to try ROH because it's a hot product.
And I mean, he knows that if he wants to, and I think he does, he wants Bully Ray to be on the main stage. And let's face it, at this stage of the game, folks, you've got WWN, or Evolve, which is a main stage product. You've got New Japan, which is going to be main stage regardless of what you think. And you've got WWE. Everything else right now is a distant second. Ring of Honor's close, and I think Impact could get there. But every time we say that, something else happens and they fall short.
I would put ROH over Evolve.
Wow, really?
They are on a worldwide stage.
And I'll give you that, except for the fact that I'm probably biased because I've been watching a lot more Evolve lately than anything else.
But again, ROH is on a worldwide stage.
Right, and Evolve
Japan,
is just kind of growing.
Mexico, U.S. I mean, it's.
I do have a prediction when it comes to Ring of Honor and Evolve and all that. I have a feeling that Flow Slam and Ring of Honor are going to have a working agreement very soon. Flow Slam is growing so quickly and signing so many promotions. It's only a matter of time that they start picking up where really WWE kind of left off when it comes to the network product idea. And with the partnership they have, it just makes good sense to encourage Ring of Honor to come into that fold and have a much more reliable internet streaming product.
But I wouldn't count the network out of that, though, yet.
Oh, I don't think they're out of it, yeah.
Based on that survey...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think there's... Once Vince is officially, kind of putting that far back pasture where he can't meddle but so much, I think you'll probably see more of that stuff.
Well, didn't y'all say that one of Flo Sam's primary investors is WWE?
Yeah, they are I wouldn't say they're like a shareholder, but they're one of the majority investors in the company.
So I bet you there's a little bit of hidden writing in their contract somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
That at any time WWE can just come in and take controlling interest. So
I have a feeling it's pretty close to that. And Gabe Sapolsky is a good enough businessman to know that working with them is better than working against them at this point. And he's the gentleman that's pretty much holding the reins for WWN and Evolve.
It's just like on the computer. You make a cool app, then Facebook or someone's going to buy it from you.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to make millions.
Right.
So they made the Flow Slam. They brought up the idea of linking all the local federations and all that. Boom.
Well, I mean, it's quite possible, though, that they are getting FlowSam to create the foundation and to start building, and then eventually they give them the network
because
to
they don't have
do as they want. Right.
They don't have all the infrastructure they got to buy. It's already there.
Right. It's already there.
I mean, and like we were talking with Anthony Henry last week, you got PWX, you've got Evolve, you have House of Hardcore, ACW, and there's Shine, and there's so many other products that they're pulling in. I stand by it. I think it makes just perfect sense to bring Ring of Honor into that fold, to have them all working together, because the WWN World Championship is going to be a huge tournament going on for that network, and it's supposed to be starting WrestleMania week. What do you think about that, Eddie?
Remember, the original platform for the WWE Network was piggybacked off of the Major League Baseball mobile app and network. So that's where the infrastructure and the groundwork was on the MLB network and app. Lo and behold, from there, Sapolsky, oh God, what is the other guy's name? I talk to him every once in a while. He's part of the WWN, or the WWN, you know what I'm talking about. They've done remarkably well building their network, WNN, and I'm going to get shot because I know he listens to the show and he's going to kill me. I'm going to get razzed for just letting names slip rather than drop. But yeah, as far as it goes, FlowSlam, everything else, Fight TV, you've got a number of different things coming into play right now. Now, if WWE's smart, they continue to find a way to branch their network. And the thing about it is, let's look at the overall demo for this. As of late, they're advertising that they have over 1.5 million subscribers. Am I correct on this?
Yeah, I believe you are.
I mean, at one point, I thought they were trying to get the number up to around 3 million, but I think the number that they have actual subscribers is somewhere around 1.5 mil. Do you realize that...
Yeah, their last quarterly call was 1.5.
It's just like the unemployment rate. It just depends on who's asking.
There you go. Well, see, here's the funny part about this. Let's put the world in perspective. What is the population currently roundabout of Atlanta, Georgia? 6.8 million people. So basically, they don't even have half the city of Atlanta subscribing to the network per capita, and that's across the country. That's not an entertaining demo to think about as far as your numbers breakdown go. WWE has got to find a way, some way or another, but here's the problem that they face. Every time they get something new for a good launch point, either somebody in creative loses faith, Vince, and just pulls the plug on it, or the fact of the matter stands that once again they're running PG, and you can't even have a cage match with blood in it without the officials running in with a towel and plastic gloves. People have lost a lot of faith in the WWE. They are turning to new formats like WNN Live. They're turning to new formats like Fight TV and FlowSlam. And if WWE's not careful, they're going to lose that slice of the pie inside the next 5 years, and these other apps that are coming up are going to take over big time.
WWE's just them.
I don't see WWE falling off anytime soon.
Yeah, but all right. So to make Eddie's point,
yeah.
When you watch a WWE network, what do you watch? The pay-per-view.
Pay-per-views.
What else?
What else? NXT.
NXT. That's only 2 items.
Yeah.
And all the crap they've got put on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 2 items.
And their original shows when they come out, pretty much. Like the Holy Foley and all that stuff. Like when it comes out.
Right.
But after that,
yeah,
I don't ever go back.
But again, for all the content, you don't watch a lot of it.
Right.
You know, it's probably 10-15% of it. So
that's true.
But whereas the other apps, because you have, which one do you have?
FlowSlam, yeah.
You watch FlowSlam.
Yeah.
Probably quite a bit of FlowSlam.
Yeah. I mean, I'm if there's a Shine pay-per-view on, if it's House of Hardcore, if it's Evolve, I've got it on.
Right. So you get more use out of your FlowSlam than you do your network.
And it's not much more expensive, but yeah, I definitely watch a lot more.
Improving this point.
I'm not necessarily disagreeing. I just don't see WWE falling
WWE's
off.
not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
but what's going to happen is WWE. If anything, WWE will buy the apps that are beating it,
right,
and combine it to the network.
But that's if they sell it.
That looks like it hurt. We got Gallagher and Neville.
Oh, you can't. I mean, these people.
I would lay money each federation involved in that would have to sign off on the product going to the WWE network.
Well, I mean, Sapolsky's gonna. If you don't think Gabe Sapolsky's is ready to sell out to the McMahons, he'll do it.
But again, though,
and they probably
as your product gets watered down, I wouldn't sell.
I mean, here's the thing.
Because then he gets to control your TV product.
That's true. But at the same time, I mean, what Eddie was suggesting, and I don't know if he meant it quite as extreme, but in a 5-year time span, I have a hard time believing that the 1.5 that we know of currently, at least as far as the last quarterly call, that subscriber basis, there's no reason that in 5 years that can't be over 2.5.
It should have already been there.
As long as their subscriber base grows, maybe not exponentially, but as long as it's growing, I don't see it having any trouble.
But I want you to think about this. You should find out the average buy rate for a pay-per-view.
On the network?
No. The average people that are still paying $40 for it. You have people that are still willing to pay $40, $50, $60 for it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think maybe the big four are on pay-per-view anymore. I think these are all network exclusive.
No.
I think I can get it on Comcast.
Yes.
Or DirecTV.
In demand. No. In demand only, and some other traditional pay-per-view carriers will carry WWE pay-per-views.
Yeah.
In DirecTV and Dish do not carry it. But right now, I can turn over to channel 951 in demand, and I can get it.
Right.
And the part that I got to argue with on you, Stan, very simple. If the WWE Network, even with all of the cataloged and library footage that they have, has not drawn more than 1.5 worldwide, they're not going to be able to give you, unless they have a live sex show with the women's division.
Keep recycling the same shit.
Say what?
Well, I mean, he pointed out, that basically they're recycling the same stuff.
Not necessarily in those words, but...
Well, I mean, he kept it on the low.
I think if the WWE would take their thing and have shows earmarked toward their brand, to the brands they have, instead of just shoving it all into the network, into the archives, and saying, all right, guess what? Now if you click on this logo, you can go here. They should have shows dedicated to the history of these federations, showing people why they should be clicking to these
That's a brilliant idea.
But they do. They just don't put all the footage out. You can go back for each federation and find, a year's worth of matches.
But I'm talking about a history of, but then a show that comes on weekly,
right?
Focusing on different eras and different genres and different things, saying, hey, this is what we're focusing on. It's on the network.
Right.
But would you turn it on?
Well, who's to say that they air it at 4 a.m. live through their stream, and then we can pick it up on whatever day of the week we decide to watch an hour of the history of ECW, for example. We watch that hour-long show where they recap a year, and we can go back through and watch ECW TV and then their pay-per-views to coincide with that.
Because what you do is you promo a match, and then right as about that match, that you promo a little bit of that match, and then right as that match is getting good, you cut it off, saying to see more.
Right.
Boom.
But let me ask you something. Don't you both realize that the majority of ECW's libraries are on there already?
Yep.
Oh yeah, but that's.
But why do you need a show to tell you the history when you can go watch it?
Because the today's fan isn't as
today's fan just wants to point and click of what they want.
Yeah. Today's fan doesn't have the education.
But it sounds like even yesterday's fans don't have that interest.
I mean, you may have some.
So again, so for all the content, how much do you actually watch? And even if they put a history show, you're not going to watch.
I think
the episodes.
I think you can stimulate growth by putting together a promotional package like Rob's describing. Will it generate new subscriptions? I mean, that's a tough call. But will it get more people going through the network archive? Yeah.
No, because you have the ability now and you don't go through it. One more show ain't going to help you now.
I mean, I can see your point, but I think what Rob's saying is actually a really good idea. I understand what you're saying. I don't necessarily agree or disagree because it's a tough call. Eddie is describing it in a pretty accurate fashion. But how do you grow within the next 5 years?
But again, you're watching old stuff.
Right.
Whereas Flowslam
it's all new.
Is new.
Yeah, that's true.
So you want to watch old or you want to watch new?
What are the 3 highest rated shows on the network?
That's a good one.
But you're doing the same thing with FlowSlam that you do with WWE, but the difference is FlowSlam has more product.
Right.
More groups.
Modern products.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if WWE would take Raw and SmackDown and put it on the network, then people would climb the network.
You just gave
but
me
the
a good
thing
idea.
is, they know the money they get from it being on USA is what's helping support everything else.
Rob, I love you. I just want to go ahead and say that right now because you just gave me the consummate idea. For everybody who is sick and tired of being sick and tired about Raw being 3 hours on USA Network every Monday night, here's what you do, kids. Start the show at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Or go ahead and make it 7 to 9. Go ahead and make it 7 to 9 Central. 8 to 10 Eastern. Put hour number 3 as a network exclusive.
Dude, I think Gallagher just got his neck broke.
I'm not watching.
Yep.
Oh, crap.
I agree. You make it go on the network, but you do it in the middle of a match.
That's it.
Kind of like what they were trying to do with the mobile app when they first brought it out.
No, he's fine.
Where, like, you could see the live action during the commercial breaks on the app.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is something you can debate all year long or all day long.
I'm just surprised JCPenney still has money to sponsor stuff.
Tap out. Go tap out. Does anybody wear tap out?
I'm not in the physical shape to wear tap out.
Eddie, are you wearing tap out?
I tapped out of wearing tap out.
It's like I made the comment today. Pulled up to the store and there's a lady in LuLaRoe, and I'm like, that just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Dude, if I wear tap, if I wear tap out, it's called fat out, not tap out.
Don't need to
And meanwhile, we're seeing a heck of a matchup, title defense by Neville and Jack Gallagher. This is actually a quality matchup here. I don't think any of us predicted Gallagher winning tonight, but with the beatdown that he is taking from Neville, this is I wouldn't be disappointed if he won. Gosh,
this is your earn your stripes, kid.
Right? Oh, crap! That headbutt looked ouch. That was just messed up.
It's like Daniel Bryan's in the back going, no.
Do that. God. Oh, wow. Oh, that headbutt was fierce. I think one of the biggest things about FlowSlam is any given week there's at least 1 or 2 events going on that's live. Whereas the network has so much, just kind of to that point, archived stuff that's already been taped that we already know about.
Well, just think if the WWE would just put live shows on the network.
Yeah, let's just televise the house shows.
I mean, they're already recording them anyway.
And it doesn't have to be, like, raw quality. Just a camera in the corner watching the matches. That would be the best.
I used to love when we watched primetime wrestling on Monday nights.
Yeah.
And they would be like, let's go to the match at Madison Square Garden.
Right.
So-and-so. And it's like...
Well, and you remember MSG TV used to just televise the MSG shows.
You know how many years I used to think all microphones... How many years I used to think all microphones came from the ceiling? Like...
I mean,
Eddie, does the microphones down there where you are, do they come out of the ceiling?
No. They come out of my pocket.
Whoa, I don't want that microphone.
Are you like the Verizon guy? I'm right out of microphone.
Can you hear me now?
Now he works for Sprint now.
Because all the networks are like almost compatible.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Not you, Stan. I had a good one-liner working there, and lo and behold, he just had to diffuse it. Thank you, Jack Bauer.
Oh, God.
Jack
You're welcome.
I kept it clean.
I like the fact that he switched network. Like they got him as their spokesperson, but then right in his first line, he's like, says that, Sprint's not much better than Verizon. They're all like almost compatible.
Between 1%.
Yeah.
Great.
Unless you live in this county, you get Sprint parts this county, you're not getting unless you got 10 cannon and antenna.
Good one.
Man. Oh!
Ow!
Poor Gallagher's dead. He's dead. It's over. Red arrow, he's dead. Here it comes. Oh my God.
This guy's a bump machine.
Damn.
Dude.
Sorry, I don't know who that hurt worse.
God. Gallagher,
Technically, you got up before the 3 count there, Neville.
I think Gallagher just got turned into his bitch. It was messed
You can't say that on TV, on the radio.
No, you can say bitch. That's fine.
Damn.
That's what half of everybody does on the internet is bitch. I almost went Walter from Jeff Dunham.
Damn. That was a convincing title defense by Neville. Gallagher never really got out of the game. Look at this German suplex. If it wasn't for his arms, that should have been his neck getting broke. I hate to see that happen, but heck on it. Here's that.
So now does Gallagher get a rematch since he just basically got his ass whipped?
I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe it was an earn your stripes kind of moment. Here's your big time moment, kid. Welcome to pay-per-view, by the way.
That had to be the best Red Arrow I've seen him do.
Yeah. Look at that. Wow.
Sometimes it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing when he flies up there.
Oh, God.
He's just like, let's see how far I can bend my body.
Please let me hit this. Please let me hit this.
Yeah. Mama, no. I wonder if he can breathe yet.
Oh. God, look at that. Gallagher is tore up.
Come to the realization my son is deaf.
What? Wow. Well, looks like they're taking a break. How about we go ahead and take a break?
Oh, okay.
Can't break me.
We'll go ahead and take our first break of the night. We come back, Fastlane continues, and we'll continue talking about all the week that was. Right here on Corner to Corner on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network.
The week that is, the week that
we
was.
shall return.
What's up, everybody? It's Stan Grubb for Corner to Corner Wrestling Radio and the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Hey, join us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the triple threat of wrestling radio goes live every week, giving you their thoughts and opinions on the world of professional wrestling. Myself, Brian, and Rob, all live, all here for you. And as my good friend Rob would say, from corner to corner and pillar to post, we bring it to you every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. BeyondRingside.com and ProWrestlingRadio.net.
Sunday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern here on BeyondRingside.com. Join us for the Midnight Black Mass. Myself, the Reverend Dan Wilson, brings you the dark gospel of professional wrestling, uncensored, unedited, uncut, and not for the faint of heart. You can find out more about us at youtube.com/pottyhumor or subscribe at Potty Humor on iTunes and Stitcher today.
The To Be Determined show live Wednesday nights, 9 Central Standard Time. Join myself, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock, and the Magic City Monroe, Fast Eddie Lane, as we take you to the edge of uncensored. Yes, we go uncensored, so make sure you have your earmuffs. Ask your parents, for those of you that are a little young, maybe under 18, but make sure if you have any heart conditions or any mental defects, please listen, because they may take effect right here live every Wednesday night, 9 Central Standard Time. Beyond Ringside Radio Network, BeyondRingside.com.
Howdy, friends. This is the Magic City Motormouth, Fast Eddie Lane, with your invitation to join yours truly, along with Mark Mabo Bowman and the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, for Beyond Ringside Live. Wrestling, mixed martial arts, sports talk, and a whole lot more. Keep your eyes open on BeyondRingside.com for all of upcoming show information, and of course, catch us on social media as well. Until then, we'll see you this Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, for Beyond Ringside Live on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network.
Welcome back to Corner Fastlane edition. We are live as Fastlane, WWE Fastlane, is taking place right now. It's a New Day apparently is getting ready to come to the ring. interesting enough, the New Day is the host for WrestleMania. They don't have a match, but they are the hosts for WrestleMania.
They're working on their ice cream. They don't have time for this.
Have they transcended that, become that big of a name, where they can just be on a show as a host, and that's it? They don't have to do anything else?
They just probably don't have nothing for them to do.
Oh, New Day Pops! Booty Pops! They got the Unicorn, they got... I can't see the others. That's kind of cool. Oh, and there's T-shirts on WWEshop.com right now. Wow, pretty cool. So, I was asking the guys before we came back from break about what, to me, was must-see television, SmackDown Live. Now, we'll talk about the events with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton here in a little bit. But you got to start off talking about Miz TV, where John Cena, Rob, you described it the best. I mean,
John Cena owned The Miz.
Pretty much the entire time.
The whole interview. I mean, he basically said, you stole this, you stole that. The only reason you're this is because of that. And then the only thing they could come back with, and the big epic heel swerve was, you have a small dick.
And then Marie slapped him.
Yeah.
I mean, Cena has been in this rarefied air of just... I mean, he's like an assassin on the microphone. It doesn't matter who he's in there with. He tears them to... This licking of the container is distracting. But I mean, he's dynamite. I mean, it doesn't matter who he's in the ring with or who he's across with the microphone with. And the whole interaction between him and The Miz, initially I thought, well, he just wasn't interested. He didn't want to be there. But then Marie slaps him, and then you see Miguel run down.
Don't mess with my husband.
Really, the way they built this feud in such short time, it's actually interesting. It's intriguing. Brian, what did you think of the interaction?
It's Cena being Cena. Just like he stole it, with AJ and everything else.
Yeah,
he just...
Is there anything that this guy can't do at this point? He can take months off at a time. He comes back, still has match of the year candidates with anybody. Doesn't matter who. Microphone-wise, can't be touched.
Well, the difference between him taking months off and other people taking months off is he's actually sticks to the same workout regime, if not works out more when he's not traveling.
And when he comes back, he's not afraid to put anybody over.
And that's the thing John Cena's never been afraid to do.
True.
Like, if you look at anything, the thing I keep hearing from other people and other sources is the fact that, like, one of John Cena's problems is he's not slowing down, per se. Like, he's at a point where he is in the company.
Continue.
But he's at this point in the company where most people at that point would then take a back seat. They would stay on what they're doing. They wouldn't put the people over. They wouldn't take the bumps that he does. But he is putting over whoever's come in next. That's why he is who he is.
I mean, and The Miz right now could be the most over heel in WWE, much less SmackDown Live.
To me, it depends on how he responds to what John Cena did to him last week. If The Miz comes back out this week and acts like it didn't happen, then he's going down.
Right.
But if he comes back with this monumental comeback like, oh, yeah, well...
Right. Well, if anybody can do that, I would think The Miz is capable enough to do that. On the microphone and as a talker, he's extremely capable. What should happen this week with Carmella and James Ellsworth versus
they get fired
and Cena, The Miz should literally run out there and throw John Cena off the stage. I mean, it should be a beatdown. Because if anything short of that, if it comes to physicality, it's just not enough. Cena, like you said, ripped him apart on the microphone. And if The Miz comes out there and has to get physical in that situation, which I think they will do, yeah, it's got to be a beatdown and it's got to be brutality. You got to see James Ellsworth get a pinfall over John Cena to get to WrestleMania, to make it matter, to make this grow from where it is right now, which it's a very good feud. But it's got to turn into something even more. And then you got to see Nikki Bella and Maurice interact, and I'm okay with that.
I think Maurice could get nasty.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's going to have to be like the old school, like Brian likes to bring up. It's got to be the old school Ric Flair mind games.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to attack you. We're going to attack your family. We're going to make fun of you. We're going to go home and kick your maid's face. You know, we're going to do all that.
Kick my maid.
And then you come back at WrestleMania and kick my tail. You know, that's how it's got to be.
Yeah.
To have this play off.
So, Brian, how do you see Cena versus Miz playing out? Do you agree with us, or are you thinking it's different? What do you think?
Cena wins, ultimately.
Right.
So,
can Miz screw this up at this point?
Yes.
Is Cena in the driver's seat as far as pushing the feud together to WrestleMania?
I'm not in the same boat y'all are as far as any enjoyment out of it yet. Maybe by WrestleMania, but to me, it's Cena and the Miz.
Yeah, right.
You know, so again, I would like to rather have seen it without the females in it.
Well, I did read something the other day that the going rumor is that they're going to have Cena propose to Nikki Bella at WrestleMania.
God, no.
Hey, I don't think it's a great idea either, but apparently that's the going story.
Barf.
Oh, Mama, no. I mean, to answer your question, can the Miz screw this up with Cena driving? Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Miz doesn't answer Cena's performance, where you've seen people in the past where one star is clearly head and shoulders above the others,
right?
And if the Miz doesn't step up his game that he's capable of doing, then yeah, it's gonna look horrible and it's gonna fail. To the point where they're gonna put stipulations on the damn thing.
But how does the Miz get one up on Cena as far as last week?
Like we said, like he's gonna have to come in and he's gonna have to make the Cena lose to James Ellsworth.
Yeah, he's got to.
He's got to embarrass him.
It's got to be Maurice distracts the ref and the Miz just obliterates him. Hits him with a pipe.
You lost to James Ellsworth.
Yeah. Microphone wise, I mean, can you recover from that? Yeah. But it's got to be some kind of dynamite mic work. It's got to be the best part that the Miz has ever or will ever come. Because when you're going into WrestleMania against John Cena, it's all bets are off, and you've got to be ready.
Yeah, but he can't. If you watch Cena, Cena may let you win the match,
right?
But nobody's ever beaten him on the mic. Never.
So you think in that case, you're saying that Cena would actually have to open a door for him instead of him just taking it over?
Well, Cena's not going to open the door for him. Cena's not going to open the door for him.
Right.
Cena's going to get in there. After he talks for, a little bit, Cena's going to get in there and completely shut him down.
Right.
He's done it to The Miz. He's done it to AJ. AJ's not bad on the mic. He completely shut him down.
Right.
But he'll lose a match when it's appropriate. However, he's never lost that I can recall on the microphone. Because that's his thing. That's his stick since day one.
Right.
They've allowed him to keep that. Nobody's ever made him look foolish on a microphone. Nobody probably ever will.
I don't know. There was that one segment back years ago when Kurt Angle tried to rap and actually made Cena cry foul.
It was pretty funny. It was a good segment.
I may suck, but you just blow.
So, we're getting ready to head into Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns.
Predictions.
What's that?
Predictions, gentlemen. Brian, who's going over?
I can only hope that Strowman goes over.
Rob?
I hope Strowman, but Roman's going to do it.
Stan?
If you watched the video earlier, he's king of the cruiserweight.
Well, listen to the crowd. They're not into him.
They're not really booing it. There's just not a reaction to it.
Please tell me
So
why.
There's a thumbs up on the camera. That means he's over. I'm gonna say that that Braun wins, and I actually am gonna throw a little bit of a twist in there. I think that
You're going against your boyfriend?
I think the Undertaker cost Roman Reigns his match.
Thank you. That's where I was going.
With the Royal Rumble, with Roman Reigns throwing Taker out, they've got to build for WrestleMania. Apparently, Taker is scheduled to be back as of
Now.
tomorrow night. Well, right. But to get ready for the build, they got 28 days to do it. You have to do something if you're going to make this match mean anything. And it's not like this match really has any future implications. There's no title shot on the line. It's just some kind of grudge match. And every time that he stepped in the ring with Braun Strowman has pretty much owned him, aside from a couple cheap shots. It's got to be Taker that comes out here and costs him the match, or else, I mean, what the hell else do you do with Roman Reigns?
Please tell me why Roman is wearing sneakers in the ring.
Is that? He's wearing sneakers?
It looks like it to me.
Black and white sneakers.
I don't know. Looks like he's joined in the Jordan's game with Shane Mack.
He's wearing the Usos clothes.
What'd you do? Forget your boots at the house, Roman? Come on.
I still wish he would change his gear.
I just wish he would get rid of the comic book logo on the breastplate. It needs to be.
He needs to get rid of that breastplate.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to drop that. Even if he just wore like pants and drop the chest protector, it just doesn't make sense for him to have it anymore.
I mean, everybody else involved in the Shield has moved on.
And changed their look completely.
And their music.
Yes.
He still is the only one that the only thing different between his music and the Shield's music is they don't do Alpha, Foxtrot, Bravo, whatever the hell they did before. It's the same music.
India, Echo, Lima, Delta.
Foxtrot, Gamma, Epsilon. Who cares?
Epsilon. Wow. Epsilon.
Lambda, Lambda, Lambda.
Mega move.
Hey, Rob. Foxtrot Olympus.
Well, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Shh. Foxtrot Ulysses.
Foxtrot Ulysses 2.
Yeah, Foxtrot, go away.
Yeah. Bravo, Foxtrot Union. BFU.
Good day, sir. So I'm at work on Saturday, and
nobody cares.
And now, as I'm walking out, I said, "Good day, sir," to everybody on my team. It was great. Got a great reaction.
You lose. What? Good day, sir.
Oh, the late great
Gene Wilder.
Wow, and the crowd could care less.
And the crowd goes.
I'll tell you, this is the match they just said, hey, don't forget to go to the merch stand. We got cool T-shirts and ice cream bars.
I can't be the one that doesn't see any potential in Braun Strowman.
But you're the Roman Reigns fan club.
I know. And it
like, what the hell?
It messes with people, but I don't see anything about this guy that's entertaining or he's intimidating. I can't say that. He's a big, scary-looking dude, but...
I was like, go ahead and tell him that.
Nope.
Listen to the crowd. Who are they chanting for?
They're chanting for Braun. I mean, he's picked up in popularity. I'll give you that. But what is it about? Is it just because he's such a powerhouse?
There is something about the powerhouse.
Right.
We all turned for Goldberg. We didn't like him at first.
Right.
By the time his run was over, we were rooting for him.
Yeah, because of how he dominated. Is that what it is?
And it's exactly there's a part of us that still wants to see the monster.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how it was with Batista. If you guys remember, I didn't like Batista when he first came out. I thought he was clumsy. I thought he was careless. And then a couple years down the road, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, Batista's the man. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe in about 6 months, 8 months, all of a sudden I'll have a Braun Strowman T-shirt.
Well, see, the difference is that Braun Strowman is one of the first big guys in a while that they're actually letting be a big guy.
Like a big and dominant.
Like if this is what they should, the Braun character is what they should have done with the Big Show when he first came out.
Look like he got his hand caught there.
You know, and they're doing the same thing with Nia Jax.
Yeah.
No,
I still think that
Nia
bringing
Jax.
her to the main roster.
Nia Jax looks more badass than Roman Reigns.
Looks more badass?
Yes.
Looks more fat ass.
I mean, plus two, the thing about
Sorry.
Strowman is you know he's not going to stay a quasi good guy for long.
You're talking about Braun.
Yeah, Braun. Eventually, he's going to get a title,
Right.
and he's going to go bad, and it's going to be the great babyface that comes along and takes it from him. But in the meantime, we're riding this train so that when he switches, it's going to hurt that much worse.
I mean,
It's going to tear us up when he goes back.
Got.
We're going to get got.
You see, this is why.
Because again, he was a bad guy. Now he's the good guy.
I mean, and he really hasn't changed his
No.
mannerisms, but the crowd has definitely changed to it.
Yes.
I haven't bought in just yet, but they've definitely gotten on board. His matchup with the Big Show on Monday night.
Was it a
The crowd
good match?
The crowd was behind. It was a solid matchup for two big guys. Absolutely. But when it comes to, just his reaction, I mean, he comes out to the ring, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't personally see it. But the crowd goes crazy for the guy.
Well, but the Big Show showed him he can wrestle.
Oh, true. And
They
Big
chain
Show-
wrestled.
And Big Show wrestled really well in that matchup.
Yeah, they chain wrestled for a part of the match.
Yeah, they certainly did. And that's probably the most impressive both guys have looked since Braun Strowman's come out and for the Big Show. I mean, I can't think of a time where he's wrestled that well.
Right. And then, again, with Strowman being so big, and Rob brought up the Big Show, and I've said this to y'all more than one time since the Big Show in WCW when he first came was the Giant.
Yeah.
He was built as a giant, and he destroyed people like
And they
the
treated
Giant.
him like that. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And then along the way, he just became Big Show,
I think he was
a big
subject-
guy.
I think he fell victim to Hogan getting in his ear, and then when he went up north, he let everyone question him finally to the point where he just said, "Okay, I'll do whatever you tell me to do," and he gave up on himself. And it wasn't until, after 2005, when was his feud with Brock?
Oh, I don't know.
2003, 2004.
Yeah,
Somewhere
I'm
in
not sure.
But it was right around that time where he finally stopped doing like the Shokishi thing and everything. About that backlash that you went to, or we didn't get to go.
Yeah, whatever.
But I mean, at that point, that was where the Big Show just didn't care. He did whatever they told him to do, and then he came out and started being more powerhouse, I guess. Stopped selling as much, and then it started to work better for him. And then as he's gone on, unfortunately, injuries have caught up to him.
Well, but I mean, to me, that's what made guys like Andre the Giant so special.
Right.
Is because you knew he was not going to get beat, but the one time he did, it was going to be magic.
Yeah.
And to me, it's the same principle with him. He's big. He can wrestle. He can move. Should he be beat by the smaller guys? No.
Big Show Rey Mysterio, Batista Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, but we know he's going to get the title. We know he's going to go bad, and we know a guy like John Cena will, elevate himself to that spot and dethrone him and take him
I
out.
hope it's not John
Well,
Cena.
I'm just saying, and that's what we're waiting for.
Right.
We're smart enough to enjoy this ride,
Right.
and I think again the fans are smarter now than they were 20 years ago.
So you see the marketability in Braun Strowman. You see
Sure.
the ability to turn him into a major star.
Sure.
Rob, what do you think?
I think the difference today is the fact that the hardest part about today is back in the territory days, Andre come in and wreak havoc for a couple months, and then he's gone.
Right.
It's not, now you got Braun Strowman, now you got him here every week. What are you going to do with him? You got to feed him more.
No. Maybe they're all doing supplements.
But
I mean, think about it. All right, so Give me. Let's see. Jericho. Jericho's U.S. champ, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, no, Jericho's all the champs are really good guys.
Well, no,
I need
what
a,
you
I
do
need a
is
bad guy champ right now.
what you do is
Well, I mean, Kevin Owens.
the way they do it
Yeah,
is
but not after
Braun,
tonight, Rob.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Braun beats Reigns,
Right.
shows up tomorrow and says, "I'm still owed my due."
Right, my title shot.
Jericho comes out. They say, "All right, well, you get Jericho tonight," and he just blasts Jericho, takes the title. You know, and that's the way you build it up. He works his way up.
Jeez.
But I mean, he'd be perfect if you had a really over bad guy champ. It would be perfect to put him against him, and he beat him, and then let him be face for maybe a month or two, and eventually be like, you know what? I don't need y'all anymore.
Right.
I don't need y'all cheering for me. Maybe give him a mouthpiece, somebody to talk for him, and we'll hate him. And then we'll wait for that proverbial baby face to come along and dethrone him.
I don't want to believe in him, damn it. I don't want to like this guy.
Because you're sucking at the Roman Reigns titty.
What?
The teat.
What?
You are the Roman Reigns teat.
Yes.
I don't even know what to say right now. I can't even look at you guys.
You have to because your back's against the wall.
You're right. It's awkward.
That's like when you're like, I'm leaving, and you storm out of the room just to realize you got to storm back in because you forgot something.
Gotta,
I'm not staying.
Gotta grab the laptop.
You know the production guys like, we finally get y'all color monitors and y'all keep breaking their shit.
Well, let me ask you, would it help if he wrestled like the Big Show? Not wrestled the Big Show. Wrestled each week. Just wrestled as opposed to beating the tar out of somebody.
I don't know. Maybe if we could see a little bit more versatility out of him, but I think with
Michael
the
Katz
opponents
is the lead. What's that mean?
it's difficult for that. I mean, the most versatile we've seen him be, honestly, is his matchup with the Big Show on Monday night.
Which is another guy
which
same
was
size.
damned impressive.
Right.
And I can't deny that ever, because that was a great matchup. That's probably the best Big Show match I've ever seen.
Oh.
Wow. That's
I don't know, that backlash match when he was the showster or whatever, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Hey, Rob, no, we don't remember that. We weren't there.
No, one there.
Yeah, much like I wasn't there in the front row for that SmackDown. Yeah.
I will say that was 4 hours of awesome TV.
Yeah, so y'all can go yourself.
Can I just say? We were immortalized in the SmackDown archives.
The problem with that
Well, apparently not, because I don't remember seeing y'all. Were y'all camera side?
Oh, yeah. We were front row, facing camera
Yeah.
the whole time, baby.
The difference between that pay-per-view and that SmackDown is I didn't buy the ticket, so I didn't have a say in who wins.
Yeah, that's true. Wait. what's that got to do with anything?
No.
You didn't once. Hey, should we try and get the other ones? Even though they don't have to sit with us, should we try and get the other ones?
I mean, I don't know if it's ever been discussed publicly, but do you even know the cost of the tickets?
Yeah, but I don't necessarily have to sit with you.
I will say this:
I could have gone nosebleed, and we would have gone as a group.
The person that purchased the tickets and Rob, the other party that was present with us, I still don't know why she was there. For the life of me, I can't understand why she went.
Again,
she never watched.
Me and Mike, we could have sat in the top. We'd have been happy. We'd have gone as a group.
I mean, we wanted to be ringside.
The hotel room.
Y'all could go sit ringside. I could care less.
It's Dr. Phil moments here on Corner to Corner. Old moves.
It's deep.
But did those thoughts come over your head when you and Mike were like,
we go into
I don't recall us getting a phone call.
Truth to tell, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to Mike, and he said,
Thank you.
I'm stunned.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. Yeah, we didn't think y'all were, we didn't think y'all were into the I mean, they weren't even good seats.
Wait, what?
They weren't even good seats.
There was never a thought about us going.
Are we into these alternative facts now?
Oh my God! I have never heard.
Yeah, I think y'all were more into WCW at the time.
Brian.
I mean, they weren't great seats. I think the entrance.
Hey Eddie,
ramp,
you got a shovel because he needs some help digging.
The entrance ramp, there was an obstruction. There was an obstruction. You couldn't see the entrance ramp all that great. Even though they passed right under us, y'all wouldn't have been happy.
I don't even know what to say
y'all
right now. You basically just backpedaled to the biggest corner I've ever seen.
No, I'm not backpedaling.
Dude, really?
From under your feet.
I'm laying down facts.
Brian, hold it. I have to do this, and with all due respect, dude, you're shoveling so much ish, it could actually help Stan grow hair.
See, that's why I'm doing it. So he'd grow up and be a man about this.
That ain't right.
Instead of whining 20 years later.
It sounds like what you're trying to do right now. It's like,
I know, I'm trying to help him be a man. He needs to nut up right now.
Wow. I didn't know that you were a wrestling fan. We just do a wrestling talk show, and we've known each other for years and talked wrestling all that time. It's kind of like...
you see, even Eddie... And he hadn't known us this whole time.
And, dude, I'm the king of BS. Trust me. I've sat in front of a Senate subcommittee and lied. I don't care. But let's put the world in perspective. Dude, that's horse crap. That's just like horse crap.
I mean, how are we to know that Bob Backlund would be there and that he would put Mike in the crawfish chicken wing?
Okay. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
I mean, he winged them too.
Do me a favor. Hold it.
How do we know that, we got autographs from all
for
these
those
people
of you,
and we just happen to be sitting all the way,
For those of you listening live, I'm killing the signal for 1 second.
This guy's drunk as hell or he's just lost it.
Well, did y'all go to the Goldbergs, the one where we got Goldberg's autograph?
No. See, we didn't get to
we didn't get to go that one either.
Or the WWE?
No, it's getting deeper.
Are we sure this wasn't one pay-per-view and y'all are turning it into two?
It's getting colder
when
and
darker.
When
did Goldberg work for the WWE back when they did that?
He worked for WWE.
Yeah, that was 2003.
Yeah.
Backlash that you went to was in
Y'all must really be butthurt about this.
And somewhere right now, in the moment of time, the Spanish announce table just got destroyed on Fastlane.
I've never heard so many alternative facts before.
I'm just saying. Listen.
Just blame the Russians. Everybody else does.
Had y'all ever been to a WWE pay-per-view?
Yes.
No, I've never been to a WWE pay-per-view.
No, before then.
Before that?
No. All right, then how do you know you would have liked it?
You know what? The sad thing is, this match with Braun Strowman isn't good enough for us to change our tune.
I mean, me and Mike had to go test the waters. We had to make sure it was safe.
And Strowman just kicked out at 2.
I'm disgusted. Strowman just what?
Strowman just kicked out at 2.
Wait a minute.
Spear! Again.
Wow,
that
he really did.
What did he do?
He kicked out of the spear.
Oh. Well, you know it had to happen. He gonna have to take a chair to him or something.
So basically,
Scott, I don't even remember who else was on that pay-per-view. Other than Schuster. Yeah, that's all I remember. Because I'm not kidding you here. I'm not kidding you.
I don't know. Was that the pay-per-view I got Goldberg's autographs? Or how many other pay-per-views did you go to that didn't tell us about?
That was a WCW one. But I think y'all went to the pay-per-view. Me and Mike went and picked up went and paid for the tickets because Goldberg was there. I think we went to that pay-per-view because we didn't go to a W. Yeah, that might have been a Starrcade one. Yeah, because we didn't go to a WCW pay-per-view without y'all.
I'm gonna look up.
We're good enough for WCW, but we weren't good enough for WWE.
We're not good enough to go to Backlash.
So let's go. Do me a favor. I have to do this. So after hearing all of this back and forth, I hate to play this person's soundbite, but. And it didn't play, so you get this one instead. Well, son of an ever-loving blue-eyed... I blame Brian.
But y'all should have seen Mike's face, though. Y'all should have seen his face when Hogan's music chimed up.
Oh, I'm sure it was like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, and just for a brief second, much like the Sable Goldust incident, you could see, like, oh my, it's Hogan. Oh, crap, that's not Hogan.
Let's see, this was The Rock and Triple H, Chris Jericho, challenging for the Intercontinental title. The Big Show and Kurt Angle. Edge and Christian to... You're dead to me, sir. You're dead to me.
I don't know if it was that one.
I can't look at
the results doesn't say Big Show was show or the show.
Kurt Angle, Edge and Christian, Chris Jericho.
Y'all were more into
Triple
WCW.
H and The Rock.
Y'all were more into. Look at this.
What?
Halfway across.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god!
Wow.
And again, that's why people cheer him. How many big guys do you know are going to jump halfway across the ring?
I don't know of anybody that moves like that. Ouch! Come on, knock it out. Don't do it clean. Come on. Are you kidding me?
What have we learned from this sketch? As usual, nothing.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Damn it.
One of the few times that you'll ever hear the Reverend Al Sharpton on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network.
I don't even know what to make of that matchup here.
So what finally
You have
happened?
Braun Strowman shine like a diamond there.
Mm-hmm.
But, hey, we're done with Braun. We'll just put, hey, it's Roman's turn.
So is WWE, apparently.
Yeah. I guess Taker could still come out, but... Ooh!
You get Taker tomorrow. You won't get him tonight.
I will say this, when it comes to Braun Strowman, he really doesn't look like he gets blown up. He just keeps going. For a guy that size, that's pretty much unheard of.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite impressive to watch these guys. Just like Neville. Neville didn't look like he broke a sweat.
Not one bit.
So
Look at that leap, too. He pushes.
They should have let him hit it.
Dude! Alright, you gotta
They should have let him
give the
hit
nod
it.
to that. That's a pretty good leap by Braun Strowman.
Jimmy Snuka would have been proud.
Yeah, he would.
Wait. Speaking about Snuka, are y'all going to be mad at me because my dad took me to see the NWA at the Richmond Coliseum so many years ago and Snuka and Flair in a cage? Are y'all going to be mad over that? Blackjack Mulligan and a couple others. Are y'all going to be mad at me over that?
I think somebody else's hashtag butthurt.
Y'all going to be mad at that? Do I have to bring that one up?
I mean, we didn't know you.
Oh, so that's just,
Get out of jail free card. We didn't know you then. I mean,
do I have to get you a rag? Like, what's
I mean, it did take y'all a couple
as quickly as he had the crowd pop.
Yeah, they died off real fast. Gets the pop for the finish.
They all realized, this match. They were clapping because their feet were asleep.
And honestly, I still think that Roman Reigns is a very good wrestler, but at the same time, he just doesn't turn it out. Like, he could go out there and wrestle the best match ever with AJ Styles, and he would still not get a chair.
Vince McMahon
You know what I mean?
has
just
because nobody cares.
It's odd that there are wrestlers like that, though.
It's because we were
It's not odd.
shoved down your throat.
Right.
For 2 years, nobody, if they would have just let him be like everybody else instead of this,
grow.
You win the Royal Rumble, and then, wait a minute, now you have to defeat everybody, and you still win, and then you...
He was not ready to be world champ when they crammed him literally down your throat. Much like Randy Orton.
Okay.
There have been runs of Randy Orton's where he was not ready, and they just simply cram him down your throat.
And let's put the world in perspective, gentlemen. Vince McMahon has shown that he and his creative team really do not exercise any type of clue whatsoever because Vince has no faith in Cesaro and just can't seem to get behind him, even though he has the crowd every damn night of the week. Yet, lo and behold, Roman Reigns keeps getting that god-awful push from the front office, and he gets more... I don't think Vince understands, and I think this must be senility kicking in all over again. There is a difference between heat when somebody gets booed and the fact that the fans just aren't behind it going, please go away. I mean, I have nothing personal against Roman Reigns, but I'm sorry. The fact of the matter stands, the majority of the populace cannot and is not getting behind. Cannot get behind and will not get behind Roman Reigns because of the almighty internet and some idiot leaking out the information Roman Reigns is going to get the push to be the next guy in WWE. Well, lo and behold, if that had never gone public on the internet, I believe 50% of the people that currently can't stand him would not be in that position. That's why I wish for one day, just shut it down. And I would love to see from, granted, this is internet-based radio. I would love to see, in retrospect, people taping other people just absolutely losing their ish if the internet went down for one day. One day. Can you imagine?
You mean like literally no internet at all?
Boom, poof, gone, bye, see ya,
We have to
aloha.
talk to people.
I mean, I don't want to interact with people like personally. I'd rather just sit at my computer and typing things.
Well, that's you and May. That's why you and Maybo make a great combination. But
Maybo doesn't type mean things to people.
Wait, I think he didn't. He didn't type anything mean to me about going to the Richmond College.
Maybo is always nice to us. Well, he's nice to us.
Snooker coming off the top rope
and Stan,
cover the cage.
If there was no internet, Stan's girlfriend wouldn't exist.
Oh, well, that's not true. He's got Rosie and her 10 sisters.
Forget about it!
Wow. And it's awkward.
Please tell me you're
That's
joking.
a double.
Please tell me you're joking.
And nobody drank yet. I'm giving them a double shot.
Wow. I don't know what to say right now. Shocked, I'm hurt.
Shocked, hurt, appalled.
so the gimmick from earlier that I laid out there really didn't count as a Stan slam. You're talking so much ish Stan could grow hair because it's so much fertilizer.
Wait.
Wow. Well, no.
What was he talking about?
He was talking about you talking about Backlash.
No,
but we weren't really interested in WWE.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Was your comment?
Yeah, they weren't. They were into the southern type the wrestling, not sports
What's
entertainment.
the one thing I talk about the most? Is it Southern grappling? Is that what it is?
So
I don't know what you call it when you're in the bathroom by yourself.
Whoa. It ain't Southern, I'll tell you that.
So if Stan and Rob were more into the WCW NWA era and you were more into the WWE,
No, not the NWA. They were more into like the NWO type. They were complete sellouts.
Wait,
complete sellouts.
Whoa.
I mean, they were Hulkamaniacs to the truest extent. When he went WCW, they went WCW.
And now it's disgusting. Okay, and now you've just gone off the deep end.
Yeah, don't let them fool you, Eddie.
Be ashamed of yourself.
They're Hulkamaniacs to the truest extent.
You need a therapist.
Your parting gift is a quote from Damien Sandow. Ignorance is curable, but stupid is forever.
He finally found it. What are you doing? What do you want?
Loud noises!
Yeah, I would like to see a daggone pay-per-view back at the Verizon Center. We would have some decent seats.
Yeah, but
TT? That was straight.
Yeah,
Battleground was there.
Yeah, we missed out on Battleground. I guess that's the last one that they had there, huh?
They brought Raw there.
Well, they got March 11th, which we won't make, but that's near us. That's the Eagle Bank Arena, formerly known as the Patriot Center.
Did y'all manage to make, before we go to the bottom of the hour break, did any of you manage to make it up to Joppa for the Hardy appearance?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it.
Did
Not
y'all
only did we make it, we witnessed history.
Did y'all manage to catch the episode of Impact from this past week where Phil Stamper actually made television? My tag team partner on, actually, one of my tag team partners on Back to Basics and Shooters Gallery.
Yeah, but
Nice shameless plug there, Eddie.
You may have missed the beginning of the show where we mentioned that we were on television.
I figured that was just another shameless moment where you happened to make it all three at the same time to a WWE live event. I figured y'all didn't actually make it out to a real show.
Yeah, that's when they teleported into the flea market and they're like, what is this? A market of fleas? With a market of fleas, that must mean that there's a wrestling ring nearby.
Yeah, pretty much, especially if you're Paul Lee. But the thing about it is, 1,000
eat Brutus Beefcake? Did you see the latest? Paul Lee puts a picture of himself, and I can't stand this guy. I don't know that I ever want to meet this guy because I don't know how I talk to him. But he has on eBay a photo of himself holding a belt that is very much not the Intercontinental title, but it's a eBay picture. It's been going for $60, by the way. A picture of Brutus the Barber Beefcake with the Intercontinental title. That's how it's phrased. But it's Paul Lee with some independent created title.
All right. Bayley defends the women's championship against Charlotte Flair. Gentlemen, your predictions before the match and before the break. Stan?
I'm going to say Bayley.
Rob?
Charlotte.
So Brian and Rob are now interchangeable individuals in this whole scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We go with winners. Winners.
Ah, okay. You go with wieners. Okay, cool.
No, I
Stan,
didn't say wieners.
No!
I didn't say wieners.
Stan, take it to break.
With that, we'll be right back, corner to corner on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Coming back for Charlotte versus Bayley in just a few. Stick with us.
No, I got you.
You horses, you know what.
One. All right, so real quick, the corner-to-corner crew has their hands on a Nintendo Switch. I currently hold the Legend of Zelda cartridge in my hand. And Nintendo was smart enough to do something to these little cartridges, and they made the sticker taste very bad.
Okay, and I remember you texting about this last night.
Stan gets to go first.
Wait.
I have brought a towel.
Wait.
You're going to clean it off.
I am not looking.
You're going to lick that sticker. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
What the
Go
hell?
and do it. Just lick the sticker.
It doesn't smell like
I know it doesn't smell like anything. Just go on.
I'm not licking this.
Go and lick the sticker. Be a man.
In it for me,
Huh?
please? Is there beer?
Be a man. So you can set it's an exclusive. We can set the world straight right here now. Nope, don't scratch it. It's not smell.
Okay.
Just go on.
Did you stick this in your pooper?
No. Go on. Go on, lick it.
Lick it. Eddie, what do you think?
Lick it.
I'm calling Mark Bowman on this one just to see what he says.
Do it.
You're not calling me.
Do it.
Lick it.
Do it.
Lick it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I feel like that kid in
Just
in Christmas Story.
Triple dog.
Listen. It's not gonna like come off. It's a sturdy
Is this like
sticker.
one of those disgusting like jelly bean things?
No, just do it.
I don't trust you.
Do it.
I've known you all my life.
Almost.
And Six Flags opens next week.
I'm shooting you straight. That sticker tastes like crap, and I want you to do it too.
Wait, have you tried
I did it yesterday.
You licked the sticker.
Not that one.
I'm not doing that.
No.
All bets are off. Here you go.
I did it to the Bomberman.
Has anybody else put their
That is
whatever on this?
That is a fresh sticker. You just got you got to hold it for a minute.
I've had the
You got to hold
It
it.
does smell a little bit like spit. I mean,
Go on.
I think they make it.
You can't smell spit. Come on, get it in there. Get it in there, kid. You got to leave it for just a second or two. See,
is it gonna?
And those
No,
of us
it's not
just
gonna
tuning
let
in,
you
welcome
do-
back to corner. They're arguing about who's going to lick the cartridge.
I'm
because
not.
it's supposed
There's
to
no
taste
argument.
bad.
Now, before I will do this because I'm intrigued.
That's like somebody tasting food going, "Oh God, this sucks. Here, try it."
Well, but it's the courtesy though,
But here's
because
the
eventually
thing.
I'll have to return
On
the
Twitter,
favor.
people are talking about this. I
Yes.
saw it this afternoon.
Yes.
A few friends of mine on Twitter actually have a Nintendo Switch, and they got the Zelda game and everything, and they said, "By God, no! Do not lick the sticker."
Listen,
That's
you're not going to get poisoning or nothing. I just want
if I vomit
so
and
we
shit
can
myself,
pass
it's your
the message.
fault. I'm just
We
saying.
can pass the message.
You're definitely going outside.
Go on, Stan. Go on.
Screw this Charlotte Bayley match.
You're not
We
doing
got
that in this
entertainment
castle
right
of crazy.
In the size of a cartridge that fits in my hand.
Nut up, Dave. Nut up. This is like a
Keep
party
talking about nuts,
drink.
I'm not doing it.
Come on, go. Let's go.
This whole sticker licking thing's gone from, "Hey, lick the sticker" to
No. You stop interrupting them. Let's
I'm a little
go.
uncomfortable right now.
Let's go.
now he's telling me to shut up.
Let's go. Get it.
What's next? Whatever.
Oh, whatever.
It's so insensitive.
Come on. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
2 or 3 seconds. You gotta let it sit. You gotta get it on there.
Oh, that is awful. Oh my God. I gotta take a drink. Hang on. It's like a 9-volt battery, only with a taste.
How many 9-volt batteries have you licked?
As far as you know, none. That is
that like
officially
pay-per-view?
awful.
Isn't it?
Oh my God. So let me get this right. Nintendo had the foresight to make a sticker that kids wouldn't put in their mouths, or a cartridge.
Right.
Kids wouldn't put in their
Right.
mouths.
Well, yeah, because
It's small.
Wow.
yeah, it's small. So the smaller kids will just put it in, but theoretically, it'll taste so bad, they'll spit it right out.
It's not like some kind of a foul whatever, but it's like it. it's.
Oh,
I don't even know how to describe it.
I say it's like a stamp that is just or like an envelope.
I'm putting it on Twitter right now. Do not lick the sticker. Hashtag Nintendo Switch.
Don't worry, Rob. When I get the next new game is yours. Great sticker, bud.
It's not like it's going to kill you, but it's like,
okay.
Yes.
It's not like I'm going to be like, dummy, lick the sticker.
Wow.
Isn't it crazy?
Somebody just turned our show off. No, what the? I'm trying to listen to wrestling.
And those not listening, the Charlotte and Bayley match is a very good going match.
Wait,
very back and forth.
But if they're not listening,
then they don't care.
Yeah.
Damn thing has an aftertaste. I'm just kidding. It doesn't have an aftertaste. But that is pretty damn.
That's pretty fun.
funny.
Yeah. It's like licking an envelope.
Well,
looking like 10 or 12 in a row.
To your point, there are little kids like that have the Nintendo DS, especially infants and toddlers that just like to play on the buttons, like my kids used to, and they would put the cartridges in their mouth. Most times, Nintendo stuff is designed for kids, so this is actually really smart. Good way to keep the cartridges in good shape, avoid any kind of damage. Ouch. Look, Charlotte is lighting into Bayley with some chops here. That's I can officially say I just did something stupid. Thanks.
You did the Nintendo sticker challenge. That's funny.
Wow. Brief moment of silence for my taste buds. There's acid on it. I'm seeing stuff. I can see colors, man.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
LSD.
Yeah, find out it's LSD.
Guys, I started talking to the gecko at work. Wait, what? Dan, you weren't working today. I know. It was so trippy, man.
We don't have a gecko.
There I was in my shower, and all of a sudden the gecko was talking to me. It was really weird.
The gecko told me to sell the policy.
All right, so real quick, should you touch on Fire Pro?
Yeah, news broke this week. Actually, Mauro Ranallo, first place I saw it was a retweet from him. Super Fire Pro Wrestling, or Fire Pro Wrestling, of Nintendo Japanese fame, Super Nintendo fame, emulator fame. That's how we learned about it. PlayStation, Dreamcast, Game Boy Advance, and now PlayStation 4. It's called Fire Pro Wrestling World. It's going to have
300
characters.
No, I'm sorry, 30 made up,
characters.
original wrestlers. Unlike in the past where
it had real wrestlers under different names.
Right, and you could rename them properly.
It has over, if I read your information correctly, it was 2,000 different moves. And it's got a created wrestler with
2,000 different parts.
Yeah. That's got to be the most detail-involved creative wrestler I've ever heard of.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like, 2K17 creative wrestler. These are kind of, that was bad.
Bailey.
You missed that. It's not that detailed, but those games are detailed enough that you could put Kevin Nash together and know who he is.
This is one of those situations, we'll get to Fire Pro in just a sec, where you got somebody trying too hard. You get to a situation where you got somebody trapped up in the corner, you're trying to do something, it doesn't work. You don't go right back to it. Do something different. Get away from that spot because it clearly didn't work. And I don't know. I mean, there's just not as much chemistry on this matchup here as there is in a typical Charlotte match. But of course, we're used to seeing Charlotte and Sasha, for 30 minutes at a time. Getting back to Fire Pro, the control mechanism for Fire Pro Wrestling is ridiculously difficult. I mean, to pull off a move, much less 2 or 3 in a row like you can with WWE 2K, it's actually very difficult and very challenging. So it's very rewarding, of course, when you win a matchup and advance or unlock different things. So this, if they do it correctly, could be a very successful run. But at the same time, if anything, we've seen with Fire Pro Returns from PlayStation 2, and I believe Fire Pro was on PlayStation 3. I just don't remember the title.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But also, they're going to have, much like the 2K series, where I can save your made-up wrestlers.
Oh, very nice.
So I can pick up the one, on the market or whatever.
Cool. Okay, so a little bit of a download community. That's good. So that saves you from having to do modifications. To me, that's the saving grace for WWE 2K as well, because their limitations with their characters is pretty much eliminated now because you can create them and import face models and everything, and that's always pretty cool. Bayley just doesn't... I mean, I think Bayley's just thrown off tonight. She doesn't seem like she's really working up to her potential. Charlotte, you're not really the... Oh, crap. Ow. Oh, I thought she was going to roll her up for a gut wrench. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, that fan is officially no longer the creepy fan. Because he can only be but so creepy. He's in the front row for every damn event.
That's what I've been saying for weeks.
No, that's what I said for weeks. Welcome to the show.
You're not the boss of me, buddy.
Damn it. I tried. No, I mean, you can only make fun of him so much, and then you start thinking to yourself, well, daggone, what's he doing that we're not doing?
That's what I'm saying. We should stop calling him the creepy guy.
Hey, Stan.
In case he's ever a listener.
Stan?
Yes, sir.
Is it just me, or is the person across from Hardcam with the long dark hair and the brown shirt on, doesn't that person bear a little bit of a resemblance to Matt Dutton?
See, that's what I keep thinking, but there's no way, because his sorry ass would have been all over the internet talking about how he's at the front row for everything. And then he would drop a 4-letter C word, and everything would be right in the world.
One of the few we haven't heard Robin Bryan use, thank God.
Oh, here's Sasha.
Wait, did he just say something about me not cussing?
It's a particular word that I have not...
Say. Wait a minute. Why did Sasha run down? Oh! Did the referee bring the DQ?
No.
What the... What is this going on? So is Sasha going to turn tonight then?
Maybe. We'll find out here in a second.
Yeah, this is going to get interesting real quick.
Bailey.
Oh. Wait. Oh, small package.
What the world?
Wait a second. Come on. Wait, here comes the Bailey to Belly. Come on. Are you kidding?
You have got to be kidding me.
So Sasha helps Bailey. And this whole matchup was kind of a botch from start to finish. She runs down, hits Charlotte. That should have instantly been a disqualification. And then Charlotte beats her up. So they interact.
Wait. I still don't trust Sasha. Let's let this play out real quick.
Yeah.
Isn't this kind of what she did in NXT?
No, when it was in NXT, she was always the bad guy.
I thought she turned on Charlotte there.
No. It was her, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. And then Charlotte broke away from her. And then Becky Lynch broke away, and then they had those awesome 3-way matches.
I like to see Bailey get dumped right here. Sasha just like, pah!
I would rather see Bailey turn because I think it'd be more interesting. Well, if they did it right, I guess.
I just don't think they will.
Yeah, I mean, Sasha's a really good bad guy.
Well, she has that Ric Flair face when she cries. It's evident she's his daughter.
I hate the fact.
Here comes the separation.
Thanks,
here comes the straight face.
Come on. Don't point to the side.
Killing me.
Don't point to the side. So do we see Sasha and Bailey at WrestleMania in an Iron Woman match?
Well, to me, this would have been the perfect spot to set it up if you were going to do it.
Man, that women's match did not go well.
Now, that might have been why they sent her out.
Just to end it?
Yeah, just to help them limp through it.
And we're on the WWE coaster. I don't see what is going on here.
Stop hitting me!
All right, so now they've just showed Randy.
Yep.
I think we were talking about SmackDown.
So let's talk about that because the segment at the end of SmackDown Live was phenomenal. Probably the best promo work that I've ever seen from Randy Orton. But it really did seem to me, even though the crowd reacted for Randy in a positive way, it seemed to me like Bray Wyatt was supposed to be the good guy in that segment. You had Randy Orton, who all the way up until this point didn't want anything to do with the title match at WrestleMania because it's against Bray Wyatt and he's the leader, he's the teacher. Until you get to this segment where Randy Orton's at the compound in Bray Wyatt's home, I guess, the final resting place of Sister Abigail, and he sets it on fire. He burns it to the ground, which, again, the segment itself was really well done. It was scary. It had like an eerie feel to it.
Made Stan pee a little bit.
Wasn't going to tell anybody. Thanks, Rob. This is why I don't tell you things.
Sorry, I didn't touch you.
It was...
Sorry, now lick the cartridge.
Lick the stick. It was... Again, I keep going back to it because it was impressive. It was the best promo I've seen from Randy Orton. I can't remember a better one. And Bray Wyatt sold it like a champ, but to me, it really seemed like Bray Wyatt was supposed to be the good guy there. He's heartbroken, he's sad, Randy just burned his house down. But people are cheering.
No, Randy!
Right. Randy Orton just committed arson. But everybody's cheering for him, and Bray Wyatt is back.
Don't do this, Randy!
We live in a screwed-up society, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but the thing with Randy is always at his best when he is the hard-ass good guy.
Yeah.
Time to play the game!
So...
I like the whole mind game thing. I like what it does, but here's what I like the best out of this whole deal. Bray Wyatt's going to WrestleMania is WWE World Champ.
Yep.
I don't care what happens at that. As long as he's champ, to me, all's right with the world.
Although I am kind of befuddled because just earlier in the night, AJ Styles won the right for WrestleMania.
Here's the thing. With the way that AJ won it, now they're going to do AJ Styles and Randy Orton, and the winner faces Bray Wyatt. The rumor for WrestleMania, as we've talked about before, is Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. Shane got involved with the finish for Luke Harper and AJ Styles and restarted the matchup.
See, to me, I don't understand why you would... Okay, you won the right to go to WrestleMania. You won the Royal Rumble. You can go to WrestleMania. You can pick your champ.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to stay on SmackDown because in the past you could go either direction.
Right.
And I'm going to stay on SmackDown. And then, I'm not going to fight you.
Right. I don't want to go against Bray Wyatt.
Right. And then it's like, we need a number one contender. And we drag it out for 2 weeks. Only have, 30 minutes later? Oh, no. I've changed my mind.
And I'm going to burn your house down.
Right. I'm going to WrestleMania.
Not only turn on you, but I'm going to,
commit a felony in the process.
Right, yeah. That's just convoluted storytelling where if they wanted AJ and Shane McMahon, they could have fixed it better.
Well, see, and that's a good point because now, are you... As a wrestling fan, are you invested in seeing AJ versus Shane McMahon? I'm not. Is it going to be a good match? I would say yes.
Yeah.
But are you invested enough to say, this is going to be a blockbuster? I don't think so. There's not been a build-up.
Well, yeah, there may not have been a build-up, but Shane will pull a great match out of his butt from time to time.
Yeah.
And AJ may be able to carry him enough to get that great match.
Here's what I'm afraid of, and I hope it never happens. But I'm afraid that Shane McMahon's the one that takes the Styles contract. Because Ellsworth did it, and he's lucky to be alive, in my opinion, much less walking. But my fear, because it's going to happen. It's happened before. It can happen again. I don't want it to, because I don't want to see anybody get hurt. But the fear there is with Shane, gets nervous, gets in the throw of the match.
But do they let AJ win?
Oh, I think you have to.
Because to me, there has to be an end game.
But AJ is also the kind of guy that, as long as he's on the card, with his matchup with Jericho in the 24, where they did basically where he says, my kids were giving me a hard time because, I lost to Jericho, but I'm like, I won because I was in front of 100,000 people in there with Chris Jericho. So.
But to me, again, there has to be an end game.
Right.
To me, you could have set this matchup better when AJ faces Luke Harper,
right,
and Shane inadvertently
causes the
finish.
Right.
Restarts the match. AJ wins, foot on the rope. Shane comes out, restarts the match.
Right.
And then next thing you know, AJ's in the wrong spot and takes the foot himself.
Right.
And Luke gets the 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Which
would have set up for a triple threat with Orton, Harper, and Bray.
Right.
Which would have made sense at WrestleMania.
Right.
And then,
it made perfect sense.
AJ and Shane at that point. Mm-hmm. So, why they didn't go that direction, I'll never know. I'm getting texts from some of our listeners telling me, just so you know, not a huge Bayley fan, so that ending made me very happy. I guess she doesn't like Charlotte either, but that makes sense.
Well, yeah, if you're not a big Bayley fan and that ending made you happy.
So,
did we miss him?
I think maybe I misinterpreted that.
Yeah, I think you misinterpreted.
So, I'm not a huge Bayley fan. Oh, but that made me happy. So I guess she enjoyed the ending. Got it. Okay, got it. Sorry about that, Michaela. My apologies.
Thanks for playing.
It's...
Not only did he get confused, but he outed her on the other account.
I'm not going to go and give him first name and last name and all that jazz, but
But all right, so what do you do if?
Oh,
with Luke Harper now.
That's just it. Much like when he was in the Intercontinental hunt, he's had the title for a while. He had great matches with Dolph Ziggler and others. It's not out of the line or out of the realm of possibility to have him as a main event player, but now. How do you get him there? Because now you've essentially taken him out.
Or can you weasel him into the triple and make it a triple threat?
With this week coming up, with SmackDown in only a couple of days, they can and they have time to put Luke Harper in the mix with the world title match still, and having him somehow first. Maybe he gets involved by attacking Randy Orton. Maybe he gets involved by attacking Bray Wyatt and it somehow causes the matchup to not have a correct finish. Shane restarts it, or Shane says, okay, fine, you can get in on this. Maybe somehow something happens there where they can put Luke Harper in the mix. I think they made a mistake by not setting it up last week, but, again, we got 28 days. It's feasible. They could do it.
The typical WWE triple threat.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I'm not sold on a triple threat. I'd have to jump on Rob's little canoe there. I just don't think this is a triple threat type of moment. The main event at WrestleMania.
So, guys, we're headed to the main event. We've got Goldberg, Kevin Owens.
In other words, he's trying to tell us, shut up.
No, I'm just. Before it gets underway.
Hey guys.
Who's winning? Rob?
Goldberg.
Brian?
I still hope it's Owens, but I'm sure it'll be Goldberg.
Eddie?
I'm praying for Owens, but it's going to be Goldberg.
Now, again, though, we have been shocked quite a bit this year.
Right. Got a text here saying Goldberg as well. I got to go with popular opinion, to be honest with you. I can't see Goldberg not winning tonight. But if they shock us, they shock us. And if Brock Lesnar gets involved, that wouldn't surprise me either. But I will go ahead and officially say I think Goldberg's going to win. You got Jericho that can get involved tonight. You got Brock Lesnar that can get involved tonight. Possibly Samoa Joe.
They did give away a tip-off when they were talking about Raw Talk immediately following the pay-per-view tonight because they did advertise Paul Heyman being there.
Right. So I mean, and the only thing is, like, Brock, I guess, is supposed to be the heel in this situation. So it's going to benefit him more to make Goldberg lose, but for him to get a title shot, it's just, there's a lot of moving parts here.
Unless they're just not looking for the title shot. They're looking for the Brock versus Goldberg, and then...
And again, the other thing, what happens to Kevin Owens once after the night?
And that was earlier when we were talking about you have to take the belt off one of them. If you take it off Jericho, who do you put it on and why? This close to WrestleMania, I wouldn't do it. But take the belt off Owens, it leaves room. And plus, Kevin Owens is the kind of guy that could win the U.S. title in WrestleMania, move it up the ladder like the Open Challenge did.
Do you remember?
And still elevate it.
Am I the only one that notices? Stan,
what's that?
Am I the only one that notices that it is 3 minutes before the top of the hour, and traditional pay-per-view cuts off in 3 minutes?
No, you're not the only one. Does Kevin Owens get squashed in a minute 26? Brian's grabbing his keys. He's done. Have a good night, everybody.
But again, I think I said it last week, or maybe the week before. If you're going to do it, if you're going to have Goldberg win,
yep.
And Goldberg's got to win in Goldberg fashion, because he can't out-wrestle Kevin Owens.
Right. There should be no reason that he would out-wrestle Owens.
Right.
I mean, I like Goldberg. I like the nostalgia run. I've said it since they got him to come back. And I'm okay with him winning the belt, but it's got to be WrestleMania, he loses, or he retires, or vacates it, and that's it. It can't be an extended run. It's got to end quickly.
We're at 10:57.
Yeah, I just hate giving somebody a title for nostalgia's sake.
And I get that, but at the same time, look what it does for the title. In my opinion, it elevates the Universal title.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
And he apparently doesn't think so either.
No, it does nothing for your title.
Not a damn thing.
Not a time he's been away.
All you're doing is passing it. Why not, if you want Brock to end up with it at WrestleMania, why not Brock and Kevin Owens?
That'd be a good match.
Yeah.
That would be a good match. I have no argument for that. That would be Greenberg. Really? I don't think at this stage of his career you can call him Greenberg anymore. Be a hater if you want, but he's not Greenberg.
I mean, again, you're gonna if Goldberg wins, you're gonna give it to a guy we all know is probably not lasting past WrestleMania.
Well, but that's just it. To me, if he loses at Mania or the night after, or he vacates it, I'm okay as long as it ends there. If it's some long, drawn-out nonsense, then it doesn't make sense. It shouldn't happen that way.
But again, what elevation would it do for him to? Oh, okay, I'm going home. I'm taking my ball and going home.
Unless maybe Owens beats him the Raw after Mania. That would actually be kind of cool.
Yeah, but it won't be.
Brock Lesnar loses to Kevin Owens on a Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania.
It won't be. It'll be Brock.
They're not going to take Brock versus Goldberg to WrestleMania and Brock not win.
Right.
See, I mean, I can't disagree with that, but I could see them actually pushing it through and then getting it done the night after, because it seems when they do the big reset anyway.
Well, I'm saying, Brock's winning at WrestleMania.
Because of as many times as he's done the job.
Yeah, I mean...
Here we go.
Brock will win when Brock wants to win. Because if Brock lays into Goldberg one good time...
Oh, he ought to just lay down. He ought to pull a Jeff Jarrett and just lay there. Pin, come on, pin.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah,
hold on. Not let him go. That would be hilarious. Is there a guy out there you think that would pull that off and get away with it? This age of just everybody being connected.
But you got to remember, all you have to do is have the balls to do it.
Right.
You are a made man.
Oh yeah, because even if you get fired from WWE,
everywhere else, you're the guy.
Yeah, you're the guy. That's a great point.
And again, when you leave, if they say, well, you're fired, and you go to ROH, you know what you do? You cut promos like Austin used to do. You rage against the machine. Everybody loves you, and in a matter, you're a moneymaker.
Goldberg lost in less than a minute. It's unlikely to happen.
Well, that's what Owen said in his pay-per-view. Owen said in his preview, he said, the one thing I got to do is just keep him going longer than 2 minutes, and he ain't going to be able to last.
Yeah.
So they're stretching it. They got Kevin Owens walking around the outside. He's going to get back in the ring here. The bell hasn't rung yet.
I thought it had. No, I guess
it
had.
The ref was trying to be like, are you ready? Are you ready? Blah, 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 blah.
Well, I mean, think about it. It's the whole proverbial Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker. Well, was he supposed to win?
Right.
Wasn't he?
Yeah,
but look what happened afterwards.
Yeah.
Because Heyman's pretty much come out and said,
that it wasn't.
Well, after we did it, could they fire us? Because we're the hottest thing in the world.
Right.
You know?
That's a valid point, and they literally gave him the world after that.
Right.
He was the next big thing. No pun
but you don't think if you do something like that and then you went somewhere else, they would think, wait a minute, do we really want to take too much in? Put this because this person will go out?
I'll put it to you like this. If Kevin Owens were to do this, okay, when they fired him, all right, and his little no-compete clause expired, and he showed up in ROH as Kevin Steen,
yeah, it would be ridiculous.
I'm the guy who did it. You think ROH chants are loud now.
And he's just milking it on the outside. The bell has not rung yet. We are now at a couple minutes after the top of the hour. Eddie, are we going to Midnight Black Mass tonight?
No, that's actually tomorrow night, but...
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was an official change or not.
But he would be transcended to a new level if he rolled him up and got fired.
You could never turn a heel.
The problem is Goldberg's so jacked up right now, he's going to forget where he is in a minute and jackhammer the ref.
He's going to headbutt the wall.
And, I honestly think you could probably tie Goldberg up, and he may not know how to get out of some of it.
I mean...
Goldberg's like, hurry up, my gum's losing its taste.
I would hope at this stage of his career that Goldberg has learned something. I mean, because so long of his career, it didn't really seem like he had. But
I'm sure he has learned something, but you can't tell me Owens probably doesn't know something that he has never seen before.
Okay.
Where he gets tied up.
Jericho. Oh, the bell rings!
The bell rings.
No way. Spear.
Spear.
It's over. Here it comes. Wow. Now, if you're a betting man, Jericho hits the ring. Let's see what happens here.
Did they really just do Bell Spear 3?
Oh, no way. I can't believe they did it. Bell, Spear, Jackhammer. And it's over. Just that quick.
Look at the people. Look at the fans on the other side, the faces. You have got so much disgust on most of those faces right now.
Yeah, they're not even... some are cheering, but most are just kind of... Wow.
Tell me he didn't just say F you to somebody on the,
Did Goldberg say that?
Yeah.
I didn't read it right.
Now, you're not going to see that title, but maybe twice in 28 days.
Wow.
He'll be on Raw tomorrow, and I bet you he won't show up again until the Raw before WrestleMania. And he won't defend it once.
The only saving grace to this scenario is they did it with Owens the same way they did it with Lesnar. Lesnar was distracted before the first spear hit. He was getting up during the second spear. Lo and behold, that's the way you can put it together on this one.
Well, I mean, at least now you got a U.S. title match at Mania, and you've got a Universal title match at Mania.
Yeah, because Owens probably won't get the rematch. He will go immediately into Jericho. Mm-hmm.
Man.
Dude, you are not Gene Simmons. Put your tongue back in your mouth. You are not rocking.
This is kind of surreal.
It's kind of...
I'm okay with it, but again, it's surreal because like Eddie mentioned, look at the fans. You got some that are bought in, but you got some that could really care less, and this is where those piped-in chants don't help you.
So again, Kevin Owens has towed the line.
Yes.
He has carried the company since he's been Universal Champ on Raw. And all you're going to do is bring in Goldberg for this. Goldberg and Lesnar doesn't need that title in the mix. They could have done it without the title.
I wonder if Goldberg isn't really able to string together an actual match physically.
Well, look at Jericho and Goldberg WCW. William Regal, Goldberg WCW. We did it for you, kid.
That was just bad.
Now, can Daddy please go back home to sitting in the garage?
Yeah, really. I got cars to fix. I got shows to record.
I mean, again, I'm not, disparaging Goldberg here, but that match against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania did not need the distraction of a world title.
Wow.
So congratulations on your 28-day title run.
Yep. Good job, Goldberg. And with that, folks, it's about time for us to head to the, as Eddie puts it, to the Radio Ranch. Brian.
In the upper room.
We didn't do it.
What?
Didn't do it.
Brian's supposed to come up with a new Twitter handle tonight.
Yeah, but
I think the one that I suggested late last night is probably the best one. He's trying to close his mouth. It doesn't go there. Nothing goes in there. Anyway.
Those following at home, Brian just accosted Stan with a
I've been
Coke bottle.
violated. Brian, come back. Come. If we're not done yet.
Here, I can play this for you.
Go ahead.
You're going to say, hey, where can they find you on social media?
Well,
and
it's not
he's
really
going
a
to
bit
say,
if he doesn't say it.
and he's going to say,
yeah.
he's going to say, come on, Stan, you know that I don't do that.
Yeah, that's not my stick. That's your
Brian's
stick.
not on social media then.
No, well,
You're
if you
gone.
want to get rid of 1/3, probably about 2/3 of your audience,
Here it comes.
because you're not gonna
Here it
let
comes.
them
Oh,
know where to find me.
2/3 of the audience.
Brian's show. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Young Buck Mom. Y'all got Young Buck Mom? Huh? Either of you tweeted enough to get Young Buck Mom? Huh?
Well,
I got Michael Walter.
What about AJ Styles? This guy has.
here we go.
What about
AJ?
What AJ Styles fan? This guy
Wade
has.
Barrett.
God and Wade Barrett too.
Wade
Multiple
Barrett.
times. Multiple times.
Goldberg told me hello. He
And
said
happy birthday.
He told me happy birthday.
Yeah.
No,
you
he
didn't
did
get a happy
not.
birthday from Goldberg.
You didn't tell
He
us.
did. I actually got
I got a happy birthday from the new Universal Champion, Goldberg.
We are
Wow.
the biggest
I got his
marks on the
autograph.
face of the
You got
planet.
his
Just shoot us
Oh,
all
from
in
that
the
place
back
we
of the
went that
head.
we weren't supposed to go?
Closing up shop.
Let's see. AJ Styles fan. AJStyles.org, which is AJ
But he
Styles.
used his daughter to get it.
Yeah, really.
It doesn't matter.
That's you exploited.
Let me tell you, my daughter is a mark for this stuff.
Yeah,
I
'cause
will
you don't
tweet-
sound like Mark's right now.
No, listen. I will tweet a
There's
picture
a reason for
her,
that.
or I'll do something. I'll put something on Twitter for her, and then hashtag the appropriate person, and she will not wait for 10 minutes before she's like, anybody responded? Did they respond? Did they? And so I do it for her because, and she loves it.
Brian will be changing his Twitter handle eventually. I know he's
Eventually,
working
yes.
on it.
Yeah.
STRCP21 for the time being. Rob is found at.
Rob Hefner.
And?
Wasn't he glorious,
Rob
Rob
Hefner.
Hefner?
Well, he changed his
Glorified?
profile, but he didn't change the
Oh,
actual
he didn't change that.
handle.
Yeah. So we will
Could
be
be that.
easier to get a hold of as a
I will be
corner
the
to corner
glorious one
radio
at
crew.
C2C.
There you go. There you go.
Glorious! Of course, we found at Stan from Krypton. We are on Facebook at Corner Wrestling Show. Rob's on Facebook, Brian's on Facebook, so am I. CornerToCornerWrestling.com, CornerToCornerRadio@gmail.com, and on Instagram at Corner2Corner.
I'm sure if you dig it up, we're all on MySpace.
In the book face.
Yeah, I'm not responsible for pictures that you find on that MySpace.
Tout. Snapchat. No, we're not on Snapchat.
Who the hell's on Snapchat?
I don't know. People. that
If
like
you're
to
not
take
in high
photos.
school or middle school and you're on Snapchat, you got a problem.
I kind of agree. All right, and for all of our friends here at the Beyond Ringside Radio Network, for Eddie, who is found at
Fast Eddie Lane on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, FastEddieLane.com is home.
Fast Eddie Lane at the barbecue plate.
Right on.
Actually, if you do,
And Fast Eddie Lane is what she said.
only from the neck up.
Gotcha.
Hit it with the arms. Oh, yeah.
Not really. I mean,
10 seconds. Where to go? We gotta go. We gotta go. Hi, my name's Tom. What? Hi, name's Tom.
Folks, have a great night.
8-second Eddie.
2-second Brian.
No mic for you. No mic for you.
Second Brian.
No mic for you.
Folks, have a great night. Congratulations to Goldberg, Bailey, the club, Neville.
Too sweet me, bro.
I'll give Club and the Neville. I'm not giving the other two.
Yeah.
That was crap.
Vince got him again.
Got me again.
We'll see you next week on Corner to Corner.
Brian's going to cancel his subscription until tomorrow.
F this company. Have a good night, everybody.
No, I just turned to New Japan.